What's going on, boys? It's Big O Dog Boxing. What is going on? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. I wanted to get on here, man, and talk about this upcoming weekend. Big drama show. Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia. And of course, you got Oscar Duarte versus the man with the two last names, Richardson Hitchins. He's got two last names, not a single. He don't have a first name, but the man's got two last names, Richardson Hitchins, and then you got a barn burner between Andy Hiraoka and Gary Antoine Russell. Now, I got time today, boys. I got time today. You know what I'm saying? Uh yeah, I'm gonna try to do this more often, man. But you know how life be lifing. Um, but oh man, babe, I'm live. What's going on? But yeah, man, wanted to get on here, chop it up about this boxing. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to talk about these fights coming up, and now I'm pumped, man. Say what you want about Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios, right? And don't get me wrong, I understand these two guys are some of the most mediocre fighters that you could find in the sport of boxing. But when you get fighters that are mediocre and you put them together, a lot of times it makes for a damn good fight, a very entertaining fight. Um, Couple of takeaways from the jump. All right. Joe Goosen, Oliver 14, salute, bro. What's going on? Glad to have you in my chat, brother. But a couple of takeaways from the jump, right? Joe Goosen says, "Do you play in the Wii?" Nah, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, homie. This is a. I'm talking podcast. I'm talking boxing, bro. This is a boxing podcast, homie. Oliver. You know what I'm saying? Um, Hold on 1 minute, guys. Let's get this situated, just in case anybody feels like jumping on. Blah. All right. He says, Oliver says, I can't see anything. Oliver says, do you play in the UFC? Nah, bruh. But yeah, a couple of takeaways, man. The first one to take away between Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios is, Joe Goosen is going to be training Mario Barrios for this fight. And that is big time for the fact that Joe Goosen knows Ryan Garcia, right? Joe Goosen knows Ryan Garcia. He knows his strengths. He knows his weaknesses. Now, the thing about Mario Barrios, um, Mario Barrios is average at everything. You know what I'm saying? Mario Barrios, you can't say that Mario Barrios has elite power. You can't say that Mario Barrios has super fast speed or anything like that. He's just super mediocre. And I think for me, Mario Barrios, he is a solid fighter. He's an all-around solid fighter. Um, but something's missing, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Mario Barrios, it's almost like he's just not strong enough. He's just not aggressive enough. Um, but the answer for Mario Barrios, one thing that Barrios does have, right, is his right hand, his lead right hand. The jab is going to be the answer. The jab is going to be the answer for Mario Barrios. And one thing that Barrios does not want to do with Ryan Garcia is you don't want to hook with a hooker. You know what I'm saying? If Barrios gets caught up in a war with Ryan Garcia, exchanging punches, um, you know, letting the punches fly in the phone booth, then I think that we will have Ryan Garcia knocking out Mario Barrios. I think that if Mario Barrios falls into a firefight, that will fall into an advantage for Ryan Garcia for sure. Now, one thing about Ryan Garcia is he fights straight up with his chin straight up in the air. And that's where Mario Barrios can take advantage and land that right hand that I was talking about. Because besides the left hook, Ryan Garcia, he doesn't have any special effects. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, Ryan Garcia doesn't really have much special effects to him at all. But overall, because these guys are, just when it comes to skills in boxing, man, these guys are as average as they come. This is like this this fight is like the battle of the mediocre. But like I said, when you get two mediocre guys going in there squabbling with each other, it makes for great entertainment, man. I'm telling y'all. Just look at last week on Sunday, that Zuffa card, bro. It was packed, bro. It was action packed. You know what I'm saying? With a bunch of guys just going in there trying to knock each other's heads off, bro. But overall, this should be very dangerous. It's a dangerous fight, guys, and that right there is gonna make it entertaining for us, for the fans, because Mario Barrios, he likes coming forward, and that's when Ryan Garcia is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? That's when Ryan Garcia is very dangerous. Um, because yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm pumped, bro. I'm pumped. But Mario Barrios, he likes to come forward, and that makes Ryan Garcia dangerous because Ryan Garcia, he likes to counter off of the come forward aggression. But you know, both guys will have their moments because Ryan Garcia, he also likes to come forward, and Mario Barrios is also a good counter puncher. Um, he can make Ryan Garcia pay. You know what I'm saying? Also, I think that Ryan Garcia, he could be chinny, guys. That's what I think is happening. You know what I mean? A lot of times I think that Ryan Garcia, he gets caught and that's it. Just look at his fight versus Rolly Romero. He got caught, and after that, it's almost like he quit. He gave up. But the way I see it is if Mario Barrios decides to get aggressive, that's when I can counter um, with that left check hook. Another thing that I've noticed that Mario Barrios likes to do is he likes to bend to his knees and lean forward with his face forward, facing his opposition. And I can see Ryan Garcia timing that with the 45, which is a half hook, half uppercut. I would say famously known um, from Oscar de la Hoya. And I would say that Ryan Garcia has somewhat adapted or learned how to do that. But something that we've seen throughout history is that Mario Barrios, his body is his weakness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mario Barrios does not like those body shots at all. He doesn't like those body shots. Another thing I've noticed that Mario Barrios is that he's got sensitive skin, you know? As soon as he gets torched or as soon as he gets touched to his face, he begins to swell up. Um, yeah, that's the thing about Mario Barrios. He has real sensitive skin. I noticed that the guy swells up so easily, bro. So easily. And since Ryan Garcia has those heavy hands, that could be an issue for anybody, but especially for Barrios on Saturday night. Barrios' eyes will start to swell up. His as soon as Barrios' face gets touched, his face starts swelling up, his nose starts swelling up, and Mario Barrios ends up looking like the Elephant Man, by the end of the fight. Um, but I think that this fight is kind of like it's like a loser leaves town kind of fight. You know what I mean? Especially for Ryan Garcia. This is a must win for Ryan Garcia. But at the same time, the only reason we're even talking about Ryan Garcia is because of his huge social media following. That's really the only reason why we're talking about Ryan Garcia right now. Because this guy, he's super average. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Ryan Garcia's social media, his Instagram following, we would not be talking about this guy right now. Oh no. Uh, anyways, sorry for the dead air, guys. But back to what I was saying. If it wasn't for Ryan Garcia's social media following, we would not be talking about this guy right now. He wouldn't have the WBC wouldn't be giving him an opportunity right now. Uh, you know, as far as a fighter goes, Ryan Garcia is an average fighter at best, but so is Mario Barrios. You know, this is like the battle of the mediocre. Um, if Ryan Garcia can't beat Mario Barrios, then Ryan Garcia might as well go fight under Misfits. He might as well go and do the Misfits boxing because when it comes to champions, they don't get any weaker than Mario Barrios. Um, yeah, that just is what it is. But now I want to pivot over to another fight. Um, I want to talk about the Andy Hiraoka versus Gary Antoine Russell. Now, this fight is long overdue. This fight has been pushed back and rescheduled a few times. If I'm not mistaken, this fight was originally planned to take place on the undercard of Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. Um, but um, yeah, this fight was originally supposed to take place on the undercard of Tank Davis versus Jake Paul, but because of Tank Davis's legal issues, they must have pulled Gary Antoine Russell off the card as well. Seeing since they're both PBC fighters, but we're finally here, and it looks like it's actually going to happen. Now, let me tell you guys something about this fight. This fight, in my opinion, has the potential to steal the show. Oh shit. My boy BYU in the building. What's good, bro? What's going on? BYU, man. Talk to me, fam. What's going on, man? Um, hey man, fill me in. What's the issue with you and when with IBFP, man? I see you guys are funking and beefing, man. What's going on? Uh, but back to what I was saying. Yeah, man. The Andy Hiraoka versus Gary Antoine Russell has the potential to steal the show. Uh, both of these guys are highly skilled. In my opinion, I think that Gary Antoine Russell is one of the top elite guys at the 140 pounds. Um, Not only because he has a belt, right? That's obvious, but I do believe that my boy BYU says I tagged you in the video on Twitter. Bro flops and acts like he doesn't. Ah man. Uh yeah, I seen uh I seen a post. He posted a BYU. I seen a post he posted on YouTube. He said he's going live. He's going live tonight. I'm thinking about jumping on that live tonight, bro, just to fucking chop it up. But are you hopping on tonight? You should hop on over there, bro. Or if you want, bro, the links in the chat, bro. If you're more than welcome to hop on the chat, bro. We could fucking chop it up. But no, I did see you tag me. I did notice that you tagged me on the Twitter thing. I'm gonna be real, man. I'm not really following it that very well. But you know what I'm saying? If you want to hop on, bro, and fucking and explain it to me if you got time. But from my understanding is, I mean, you explained it to me right there, bro. Acts like he doesn't like. Okay, so basically, you're saying that IBFP be flip flopping. Um, here's my take on it, man. you know, the as a content creator, right? From trying, being in his shoes, I know that to make content, bro, like especially in something like, oh, there we go, BYU, get you one.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect.
All right. So Nuke said he was gonna not make excuses that Canelo's on the decline, and then he makes a video that Canelo's on the decline.
Yeah, before after he fought William Skull, right?
Yeah, that's why I tagged you in it because after the Crawford fight, like that night, he said, "I'm not gonna make excuses for Canelo." And then, like, what, 2 weeks later, he said Crawford beat Canelo because he was on the decline. I'm like, you just said like about 2 weeks ago that he wasn't.
This is after the Crawford fight.
Yeah, like that night, and then like 2 days later. So
And bro,
and then he said, "I'm going to give Crawford credit." That's why I tagged you
yeah,
in that video. You should probably look at that video so you understand more.
yeah, definitely. You know what, man? Speaking of that fight, dude, and it's so obvious, bro. Canelo he's declined so much. It's so obvious because look, Crawford wasn't even running away from Canelo. He was like he was walking away from Canelo. It's like he didn't even need to run last around Canelo. Like Canelo just he looked. Did you see that interview by that he did? Um, and dude, and shout out to Black and Brown Boxing, bro. He's the one that pointed this out to me. I don't know if you knew, bro, but he started making content again, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you. I don't think Nuke is going live. I think he was talking about Black and Brown because Black and Brown, like how you said, he started going live again now. And that I was there last night, but it was pretty late, so I
Oh,
just fell
okay.
asleep.
Okay, yeah. So I was on his live. Well, no, I wasn't. No, I came a little later, man, but I listened to it on the playback, and he pointed out, you know, that he's talking about how Canelo, he was doing well, he was training in the gym and all this stuff, and he had a good camp, but come fight night, he couldn't, like he said, he had cramps. He couldn't move his body or his legs the way he wanted to, and it just that sounds like he left it all in the gym. You know,
The thing
Canelo
with
left it
me,
all in.
here's the thing: I don't like making excuses and shit. Like, I don't know,
No,
bro.
no. I hear you. And it's that's true. You know what I mean? And
Because even if Canelo did win, would you have the same energy? Like, because I know, because me, I'm not even a fan of either. Like, I'm not a fan of either of these guys. I just watch boxing as entertainment. I'm like, because I'm getting labeled as a Crawford fanboy.
yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that. Um, and you know what, man? Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. Had Canelo won, yeah, we wouldn't even be talking about this right now. Uh,
And then they
but
keep saying Crawford has a thin resume. I'm like, yeah, I'm aware of that. Like, he beat a Spence that was out of went flying out of a car. I'm like, yes, I'm aware of that. Like,
yep, yeah. I mean, a big part of that, right, is because of the whole politics. I believe so, right? I mean, it's not. it's not all Crawford's fault, right? He could have done more, 100%. You know, maybe he could have moved up earlier in his career to get better, bigger fights. But a big reason why Crawford didn't get a lot of those fights is because the guys over there at the PBC they weren't letting him in. They weren't fucking with him.
Yeah, the PBC does protect the fighters.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I remember those days, bro. I remember Crawford was chasing. I remember Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia didn't want to. They sent offers to Garcia. Danny Garcia, he didn't want to fight him. I remember Keith Thurman. He didn't want to fight him. Um, and it's unfortunate, right? But at the same time, especially when that information came out that uh Bomac said that, oh well, Crawford has always been a 168-pound fighter. We just been taking advantage of the lower weight classes. Knowing that now, it's like, well, then you guys should have moved up when you guys, were getting having to scrape the bottom of the barrel at 147.
Yeah, that too. Then I put a comment. The live said that wasn't Canelo at 142, but he was also at 140 at one point. So he was he was also a weight bully. I mean, look at Devin Haney. He was wasn't he at 135?
Yeah. Yep. Devin Haney's at
And then
135.
and then when he rehydrates, he looks fucking huge.
Yeah. He looks like a super middleweight. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the thing. When I criticize Canelo in Nuke's chat, I get called a Canelo hater. I'm like, bro, I can't say anything on this like on Nuke's chat, or I get called a Crawford like nut hugger. I'm like, I'm just like criticizing Canelo, but I get called like a Crawford fanboy. I'm like, he tested positive, and they start going on some other shit. I'm like, it's a fact that he tested positive.
All right. Like, if you don't mind, bro, break it down. Like, how did this all start? Like, originally, what did you say about Canelo that had Nuke getting fucking really angry?
I think it was a while back that he got mad that the Crawford fight between Crawford and Canelo was a mismatch, and he favored Canelo to win.
Okay.
And then he wanted a rematch between them. And then I tagged them on Twitter.
Yeah.
I should probably start tagging you in this. I should probably tag you in that video. And then he had he was like crashing out. It was like, it's a mismatch. I'm like, why do you want a rematch if you said it was a mismatch? And then Canelo got his ass beat.
You know what, bro? If you tag me, I could just pull these up right now.
All right.
Yeah, hold on. Do me a favor, bro. Keep talking. Tell me about your predictions, bro. Who you got between Garcia and Barrios?
Man, fuck Ryan Garcia. I don't care about him.
Yeah, no. What about Duarte and
Why don't you
what
just
about
pull up the
Duarte?
video that tagged you in like recently?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Why don't you pull up the video I just tagged you in recently?
Yeah, I'm about to do that right now. Yeah. Hold on.
And I'm gonna tag you in the video. I think what started it all.
Could you see the screen?
No,
I gotta share. Okay. There we go. All right, now we're in business. Could you see it now? All right. Notifications. Here we go. BYU.
What's up?
Hey, bro. Where do I even start, bro? Do I just start clicking one of them?
Just go down, bro.
Okay, you can see the screen.
Yes.
All right. Going down.
Keep going down. Not that one. That one right there. That one right there.
Okay.
My super chat one. Like that
Okay.
one right there, he flops. I'm like,
Who said, "Stop it, Nuke"? I tagged you multiple times, flopping. Now the problem with BYU is that every time I call him out, he never gets on the panel. 10 minutes ago, he just stated in the comment section that Nuke, you said the Crawford Canelo fight was a mismatch, which is true, but he likes to take things out of context. Because skull, and I said, "Oh no, this man has declined drastically."
You also said that before you knew that Bomac and Crawford admitted to being natural 168 pounders.
Correct. Y'all can disagree. Kilo says they're going to turn on you now because you're not giving Canelo an excuse. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not saying he was old and declining. I'm not saying Crawford was a snack pet. I'm not saying that any of that shit. I'm just giving Bud his flowers. He said, "Stop it, Nuke." I tagged you multiple times, flopping. Now, the problem with BYU is that every time I call him out, he never gets on the panel. 10 minutes ago, he just stated in the comment section that Nuke, you said the Crawford Canelo fight was a mismatch, which is true. But he likes to take things out of context because I said it was a mismatch. Then I saw Canelo versus William Skull, and I said, "Oh no, this man has declined drastically."
You also said that before you knew that Bomac and Crawford admitted to being natural 168 pounders.
Correct. Y'all can disagree. Kilo says they're going to turn on you now because you're not giving Canelo an excuse. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not saying he was old and declining. I'm not saying Crawford was a snack pet. I'm not saying that any of that shit. I'm just giving Bud his flowers. He said, "Stop it, Nuke."
All right. So he yeah, hey man, this is what I think, BYU, man. I think two things could be real at the same time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
what's up?
So has he played? Has he seen this clip?
He probably has, but he hasn't spoken on it because I have tagged him multiple times flopping, but all he does is put a community post about me. I'm like that's why he probably put the community post today.
But yeah, no, that's some shit right there. You know, that's some shit. And have you have you tried going on his live and explaining it to him?
And I went on there yesterday, and then he said, "You got something?" Like he said, I think he said he got something to say. I'm like, "What?" And then I told him like, "What?" I think that's what I said. What? And then I was waiting for him to say like, "What?" Like to confront me about it, but he didn't say anything.
Yeah. Yeah, no, shit, man, I don't know what to say about that one. Yeah, you just have to talk to him about that one, bro. But
That's why I told him if you go on his community post, that's like I put a bunch of times post the video, and then he keeps saying they're gonna be here Monday. I'm like, they're gonna post a video. I'm like, cause I got him. I'm like, you said he wasn't a snack pet. I'm like, and he makes a video about it. I'm like here's the thing. Like me, I do see these fighters like cheating.
yeah, in my opinion, I think they're all cheating, bro.
Like you see Ryan,
Exactly.
he had like a gut, and then it took him like 3 months, and this dude had like a 6-pack. And how do you do that when you're streaming with like streamers?
Yeah, bro. And if you notice, dude, Ryan Garcia, he's constantly always like
He's not in the
I
gym.
think no, exactly. He's not in the gym. He trains in his living room, bro. And I think the guy he just has too much going on, bro. Like yeah, he has too much going on to try to focus in on one thing. Like, and dude, if honestly, man, if I was Ryan Garcia, I would probably just dude, I would focus in on the streaming aspect and probably doing OnlyFans with these streamers, the hot ones, like I don't see what he's really even fighting for, dude. Like I'd imagine, dude, those streamers make a lot of money, dude, and it's I'm not saying it's easy, but it's a lot easier than getting punched in the face, I think.
That's why when you ask me like, what do you think about Ryan's fight? I'm like, I don't care, dude. Like Ryan, he looks more of like one of those Netflix actors.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he looks like an Abercrombie model almost. But yeah, man. Yeah, fucking. What about the Oscar Duarte versus Richards and Hitchins fight?
I see Hitchins winning, but like in a very boring way.
I got Oscar Duarte, bro.
That's because every time I watch Hitchins like fight, I'm like, all right, bro, I'm gonna give you another chance. But it's like very boring. Like,
did you watch the Limos fight? Him versus Hitchins versus Gustavo Limos?
No.
You have to go back and watch that one, bro. You have to go back. And in my opinion, they robbed that fight, dude. Limos won that fight, and they gave it to Richards and Hitchins. Now, the reason why I'm going with Oscar Duarte is because Oscar Duarte fights similar to Limos, right? But he's way bigger than Limos. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you couldn't even keep, dude, this guy Limos is like 5'5", 5'4" or something, and he was giving Limos. I'm sorry, he was giving Hitchins hell, bro. He was fucking him up, but because Hitchins was fighting for Matchroom, he was with Eddie Hearn at the time. They went ahead and gave it to the house fighter. But in this fight, bro, Hitchins, he's not with Eddie Hearn. He's not with Matchroom. He's not with Golden Boy. He's like on his own. So if he gets his ass whooped, I don't see him getting any favors. You know what I mean?
But one thing I do got to say about that Ryan versus Barrios fight, I hope Barrios pulls it off so we don't see a Shakur versus Ryan fight.
Why don't you want to see that fight, bro?
Wait, I just don't want to, bro. Like,
why not? Why don't you want to watch that fight?
do you want to see it?
Dude, honestly, I don't want to see Shakur in any fight. I don't care.
Really?
I don't care to see Shakur fight anybody. Yeah, bro. Like,
what the hell?
Dude, yeah, I don't care to see Shakur fight anybody, dude. But like his style to me, bro, okay, put it this way. I don't mind seeing Shakur fight if he's on a prelim or on an undercard somewhere.
What the fuck?
But bro, if it's Shakur Stevenson as the main event, dude, I don't want to buy that pay-per-view. Dude, that last fight, Shakur versus Teofimo, bro, it's like if you watch the first round, bro, you seen the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? That's how it felt like to me, dude. It was so boring, bro. It was so boring to me. I was like, and
wait a minute. Which fight?
The Shakur versus Teofimo Lopez.
What? It was boring?
For me, yeah, bro. For me, yes.
Damn. I thought it was good.
Nah, bro. For me, it was boring, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Shakur, he dominated, right? It was a complete domination. You know, he beat him. You could even say, bro, one could even say he beat him with one hand. He beat Teofimo with one hand. I don't even think Teo touched him, bro. I don't even think he punched him in the face, not one time. But with all that being said, bro, the shit was boring, bro. It was boring. Like, I wanted to see more than just a jab, you know. I wanted to see some hooks. I wanted to see some guys get their face broken.
I'm gonna go to the toilet real quick.
All right, go ahead, man. But yeah, man. Back to what I was saying about this. Back to this card, man. Yeah, the Andy Hiraoka, Gary Antoine Russell, both guys are very skilled. In my opinion, I think that Gary Antoine Russell is one of the elite guys at 140 pounds. But I do believe that when it comes to Keyshawn Davis, when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, Gary Antoine Russell has the potential to give these guys hell, man. Potentially even beat these guys. I really do think that Gary Antoine Russell's that good. Russell does have one loss on his record, though. He does have a loss in the L's column, but that was a close loss to Alberto Puello. But it was a close fight, in my opinion. It could have gone either way. Another thing that I don't like about both of these guys, though, is that they're both very inactive. They're basically going to be shaking off ring rust on Saturday. You know, and for it to be on pay-per-view is absolutely disgusting, bro. Like, both of these guys haven't fought in years. Nah, maybe not years, but I know that Andy Hiraoka did not fight at all in 2025, and Gary Antoine Russell fought once. But yeah, man. And then you know, Gary Antoine Russell beat the shit out of Raya Valenzuela last year on the Jake versus Lamont Roach undercard.
I'm back, bro.
Yo. All right, man. So what okay, so BYU, bro, you are gonna watch this fight, right? You are gonna watch this card?
Which one?
The Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios.
Is it pay-per-view?
Yes.
Yeah, hell no, I'm not watching it.
Okay. Fire sticking?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are gonna watch it.
Actually, I don't even know.
You don't even know.
Yeah, bro.
What do you think about the fight between Andy Hiraoka versus Gary Antoine Russell?
I mean, competitive is a word.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. One thing I don't like though, man, is that Andy Hiraoka, bro, he didn't fight at all in 2025. Last year, he didn't fight not once. And so they're basically going to be shaking off ring rust, bro. But Andy is a very sharp fighter, bro. You know what I mean? He's got a good jab. I like that Andy Hiraoka. He measures his distance very well. He's a very patient fighter. He's very patient. So, he's going to take his time, find his openings. He's not going to rush things. He knows how to get in the right spots, bro. And he's got power too, and he's got some fucking explosives in his gloves, and he knows how to use them, bro. And once he starts landing punches, bro, he starts connecting. He has the potential to get people out of there. And in the other corner, bro, you got Gary Antoine Russell, another guy with a good jab, but Gary's gonna be looking to press the action. Andy Hiraoka likes to fight on his back foot. Like I said, he likes being patient. He's a thinker in there. And but Gary Antoine Russell, he has the ability also, right, to measure the distance, but yo, BYU.
What's up?
Do me a favor. Can you keep talking, bro? I gotta go take a piss. I'll be right back.
Is there anybody here?
All right, man. I'm back. So yeah, no, like I was saying, man, Gary Antoine Russell, he's gonna be looking to press the action. Yo, BYU, bro, you got your TV on?
You can hear that shit?
Yeah. What are you on YouTube or what?
I don't know. That's my brother in the background.
All right. Well, anyways, yeah, bro. If you could,
I'll just mute myself.
Okay. What about? Can you go in another room?
Bro, I'm in my room and my room doesn't close.
Okay. But yeah, no, man, it's gonna be a hell of a fight, bro. I'm telling you, I'm pumped, dude. And from the bottom to the top, bro, like And I know how you feel about the Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios fight. How you said, you don't really care for these guys. But one thing, bro, that happens when two mediocre fighters get together, bro, it makes for a hell of a fucking classic ass fight, bro. It like I'm gonna give you an example of one. So a couple of cards ago on Zuffa, right? Have you been watching Zuffa, bro? Like, have you been? Do you have Paramount Plus?
I wasn't like fucking with Zuffa, so I got rid of Paramount.
Oh, bro, what do you mean you're not fucking with Zuffa? You got to give it a chance, bro. They're just starting.
I mean, I can get it back because I fuck with the UFC.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. I got Paramount Plus now, bro. I got Paramount Plus. I might as well start watching this shit. And I have been, bro. I've been watching some fights on the ones that I watched Alex Pereira, bro. I watched him knock some fucking big ass Russian dude out in like a round, bro. And then I also saw Taporia. I think his name is Alias Taporia, right? He knocked the fuck out of what's the kid's name? Oliveira. He knocked him out in like one round, bro. And that's the kind of action that I'm looking for, bro. You know what I mean? That's the kind of shit that the violence, bro, is what I'm trying to see. You know what I mean? I want to see some guys get knocked the fuck out and get some CTE. That Shakur Stevenson shit, bro, doing 1-2s all night, throwing one jab all night for 12 rounds. Nah, bro, I don't want to watch that shit, bro. So I might start doing content on the UFC myself, bro. Like,
I think the problem, here's the thing. I think people got like drank a little too much Kool-Aid with the Inoues and the Triple Gs. And they're like, oh yeah, I love the knockouts. And also the Junto, because Junto, he knocks people out too.
Yeah, he knocks shit loose too. Yeah, bro. I'm one of those people.
And Beterbiev.
Yes, and Beterbiev, bro. Yes.
And people fell in love with that. But yeah, people fell in love with that, but now they expect everybody to like be like those KO. Like they expect to see a KO every single fight.
But see, let me tell you, BYU, why people are expecting knockouts every time. It's because they're putting when you're charging $70 a pay-per-view, yeah, I better see some fucking knockouts, and especially in that main event or something close to one, bro. Like that main event with Shakur and Tio, it was nowhere near, bro. Like Shakur could have stepped on the gas, bro. Like he had Tio hurt. He was fucking him up. And, if he did more, bro, he could have got him out of there, but he didn't, bro. And that's why people, like, if you're going to charge $70, bro, I better see a fucking knockout, But and so if you're not gonna at least attempt to get a knockout, then you don't belong on pay-per-view. That's the way I see it. Go ahead, bro. If you have something to say.
I was gonna say I hopped off the David Benavidez hate train, bro.
Bro, I never was, dude. I was never on the David. Bro, I was a fan of David before he was the monster, bro. I was a fan of La Bandera Roja, bro, the red flag. Like, I was always a David Benavidez fan, bro. Like, and for the same reasons, bro. Like, I don't see how you can hate on a guy that every time, dude, you know what you're gonna get with David, bro. You know you're gonna get some fucking violence, dude, and that's what I'm here for, bro. Like,
that's the funny thing. Some fucking violence.
Yeah, bro. If I'm being honest, that's what I'm here for, bro. Like, I'm not here to watch these guys, do 1-2s all night, just throw jabs and do shimmies and stare at each other's haircuts, bro, and dance around each other for 36 minutes, bro. Like, nah, I don't want to watch that shit, dude. I don't. And that's another reason why I'm hoping we see Oscar Duarte. I want to see Oscar Duarte pack up Richardson Hitchins, bro, because that style of fighting, it don't belong on pay-per-view, dude. It don't. It's not doing anything for the sport. It's like, let me give you an example, BYU. If you show that fight, that Shakur Stevenson fight, to a casual, bro, you're not gonna make him a fan of the sport, bro. You're just not. You're gonna actually be like, he's gonna be like, dude, yeah, why'd you call me over to watch this shit? Like, I don't want to watch. Like, but if you show him that fight between Anthony Yard and David Benavidez, people are gonna be like, oh, when can we watch some more of this shit, bro? Like, when is his next fight? You know what I mean?
But here's the thing, I'm going to name drop. If you say that shit like on on Nuke's channel, you're gonna say, oh, you're a David Nut Hugger.
Oh man. You know what though, dude? And I don't know, man. I don't know. I think, like, you're thinking about Mirage, bro. Like, and that's because Mirage, dude, he's got David's dick so far down his throat, bro.
No, bro. Like, if you say, like, if you like to watch David fight, you're gonna be called a David Nut Hugger.
We'll see. We'll see. Next, dude. I'll go on. Next time, I'll go on. I'll go on the live next time he goes live, and I'll tell him I'll tell him how I feel, because, dude, I've also heard. Don't you, Newt, huh?
That dude, like, around 105. That dude definitely hates David.
Yeah. No, dude. Okay, so there's a round 1 and a round 105.
Yeah, I don't like either of those guys.
Because I know
both of them don't like David. I don't think nobody on that panel likes David.
Dude, you know what, dude? I gotta keep it real, dude. I've heard. Oh yeah, you're right. Mills don't like David. Fucking. But I've heard Newt give David his props, bro. Like, I've heard Newt giving him give David Benavidez his props. Fucking. And who else, bro? Who else? Hit Kid's pretty unbiased. I like Hit Kid's takes. What do you think about Hit Kid's takes?
I think Hit Kid and Clavo are the only, like, unbiased ones.
Yeah, I like Clavo's takes too. Bro, I'm telling you, I really don't. But besides round 1, no, not 105. Round 105, he's okay. Round 1, bro, like, I think that round 1, he just likes to hear himself talk, bro. He goes on everybody, dude. Like, he be on IBFP's channel, right? And then he'll get on Ring IQ's panel, and then he'll hop on World Star Rap on Rap's Boxing Knowledge channel. Dude, this guy, and he just, I think he's an alcoholic, bro. I think he drinks a lot. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll just hop on people's panels and gets to run in his lips, bro. He puts the bottle to his lip and then he gets to run in his mouth. That's what I think is going on, because he be talking, he be over talking people, including the host of the show. You know what I mean? Like, last night he was on Rap's Boxing Knowledge, and he was over talking Rapstar to tell him, like, yo, bro, like, can I talk on my own show? You know what I mean? Fucking. But I gotta tell you, man. As far as the IBFP, Nuke, and everybody, bro, fucking Clavo, Real Talk Combat, everybody that goes on for the most part, bro, they're unbiased, bro. In my opinion, because if they weren't, I wouldn't go over there. You know what I mean? If it was a bunch of garbage, and if you notice the channels I'm gonna name, they don't go live, bro, and that's for reasons like because they run with narratives, and that's the shitty thing about. That's the one thing about the YTBC YouTube boxing channel or the YouTube boxing community is, bro, anybody could come on here and just run with narratives, bro. Like you got Bruce Vane, Bruce MS Vane. I don't know. Have you heard of him?
Hey, he had a debate with Nuke like a long time ago.
And see, that's the thing. And Nuke told him, dude, like, come jump on the panel, and his scary ass froze up. I remember Bruce said that, his phone died. And dude, if you noticed, I haven't been over there in a while.
Hold up. Nuke, the first time I tried to debate Nuke, my laptop was not working. And then Nuke live.
Yo, BYU, you're turning into fucking Optimus Prime, bro. You sound like a robot right now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I said the first time I was going to debate Nuke, I went on my laptop and then I was going to debate him, but my laptop was not working. And then I was like, all right, it's not working, I guess. And then the next live, Nuke said that I said my phone was not working. I was like, I wasn't even on my phone. So why is he lying on my name, bro? That's why I say that he lies like a lot.
Yo,
like right now, I'm on my laptop.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that, but yo, my boy SG in the building. What's good, bro? What's going on? BYU, bro. The time with Bruce Vane, right? I remember that him and Nuke got into it. See, look, one thing I can say about you is, okay, your laptop died, but I've seen you go on you jump on the live at more than once, you know, like just this week you were on there once or twice, you know what I mean? The thing with Bruce Vane, bro, he just had that one excuse, like, oh, my phone died, and then he just disappeared, bro. Like the dude is a complete fraud. Like he won't go live. Like if you go over there, he only uploads videos. He'll never do a live stream because he runs with narratives. He's a total fucking dickhead. He makes up lies. He's a fraud. And the same thing goes with Dante's Big Titty Nation, right? Fat Cheeseburger Eating Nation, Dante, and then Akaka TV. That's another one, another garbage channel. Like they don't go live, bro, and this for reasons because they make up fucking lies, they make up narratives, and yeah, see, my boy knows, man. My boy knows. SG says Bruce Vane is a racist. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And you know, and that's why they don't go live, bro. They don't hit the live button, because they know that they'll get exposed, man. They'll get exposed. But yo, man, SG, what's going on, bro? You trying to hop on the panel or what, dude? The link's in here somewhere. We're just sitting here talking this boxing, man. My boy says, on my way to San Diego to work. Oh, shit. You got to work on the weekends, bro, or what? But yeah, man. But hold on. Let me get you guys' opinion on let me get your opinion on this real quick, guys. Oscar De La Hoya and his clapback Thursdays, bro. Did you see how he did one? He did another one.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to see it, bro. Did you already watch it?
My boy says, bro, I forgot my headphones. I'm driving around, so I hop on. It's all good, bro. It's all good. It's all good, bro. Fucking just tune in, bro. That's all. Go. So this is the Ask Clap Thursdays. I do not own the rights to this material. This is for educational purposes only. Let's get right into it, man.
So, a champion with a disputed crown.
And I pray to God, bro. Well, I don't really care, man. Like, I'm not making money on this channel, not yet. Maybe, hopefully one day, but hopefully I don't get flagged for showing this. But yeah, let's get right into it, man. Let's break down what Oscar De La Hoya has to say.
Claim king without a Barrios versus Garcia. Review when bought with a.
It's your favorite time of the week again. Time for the only segment in boxing that gives you the facts and makes you laugh. It's Clapback Thursday. So, it's been a busy week with Uncle Fester running his fucking pie hole. Fester.
I'm not going to lie, bro. Calling him Uncle Fester, that's pretty fucking funny, dude.
You call people mentally ill when they don't agree with you? But guess what, motherfucker? We're just telling the facts.
You can't handle the truth.
I have never in my entire life seen somebody truly believe they're absolutely killing it while they're actually doing jack shit. I will come out and say it right now. Zuffa is officially a failed science project.
I don't even know what the
All right.
fuck that was.
And here's why.
Let me, dude, for Oscar De La Hoya to say that Zuffa is a failed experiment, bro, after just 3 shows, that's completely dishonest, bro. Yeah, SG says Oscar is a damn narcissist liar. Yeah, bro, like that's completely dishonest. That you're just yeah, exactly, man. I couldn't have said any better. SG, this dude's he's a narcissist and he's a liar, bro. But let's let him cook. Let's go ahead and see what else he had to say.
All right, number 1. They just had their 4th event over the weekend. And when I tell you I had no idea, I swear to Holly's titties, I mean that. I'm an actual boxing nut. I love to watch undercards of every single fight. I'll watch 2 bums in the streets fight. Just because I love it. And I had no idea there was even a show on Sunday.
Nobody knew.
The Zuffa's roster is filled with fighters who are either at the tail end of their career or who just can't make it at the highest level.
Okay, now let me stop there, man. Now this guy says, okay, the only guys that are over at Zuffa are guys that are at the tail end of their career or they can't make it on the top level. But bro, there's people that want to watch these guys fight, bro. Like boxing nerds like me, bro. Like I do want to watch F.A. Ajagba fight Charles Martin. I want to watch Drayo Valenzuela fight, bro. I want to watch. They just signed Andy Ruiz, bro. Like, I want to watch Andy Ruiz fight again, bro. Like, these guys, they need jobs, bro. Like, I don't see what the big deal is, what the problem is.
When was the last time Andy fought?
The last time Andy fought was versus Big Baby Miller, Jarrell Big Baby Miller in 2024, bro. So like almost 2 years now. And bro, like, I want to see him fight again, bro. Like, it's so for these guys, dude, these guys need to work, bro. Like, for Oscar De La Hoya to shit on these fighters that SG says no, he didn't low-key lose, bro. He lost that fight, bro. Like, they completely robbed Big Baby of that fight. They completely robbed that dude, bro. Like, that was a nasty fucking robbery. But welcome to boxing, right? But let's let them cook, let them continue cook.
And if they do get some big names at Zuffa, it will only be because they were donated from Turkey. Look, they're basically hosting club shows in the basement of UFC in front of 50 people.
This is shit.
They strip fighters of all their individuality, making them wear nasty generic shorts to blend in for the sake of the product. Mm-hmm. They make it impossible for fighters to grow their own brands. And Jesus, don't get me started on the made-up belt. They actually made up a belt, and they want you to believe it has generational value.
You couldn't make this stuff up.
My fucking Tom Ford belt has more history and significance. Eddie Hearn's heirloom leather belt passed down from his great-grandfather's estate has more excellence.
It's your belt.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, whoever does this editing for him is pretty fucking funny. It's pretty good. SG says, hey, bro, what do you think about Robert Garcia saying that all his young fighters are making 3 times more money at Zuffa? Bro, I think it's great. I think it's fantastic, bro. I think that, dude, I'm 100%. Like, you watch, guys. By the end of this year, bro, Zuffa will be running boxing, dude. Just wait, man. Zuffa will be running boxing, bro. And that's why I think Oscar De La Hoya, the reason why Oscar De La Hoya is making this ass clap Thursday all about Dana White and Zuffa is because, dude, he's rattled, bro. He's shook, They know, like, oh, fuck, man. Like, we got competition now. They got competition and they don't like it, bro. But let's continue.
And Uncle Fester actually had the balls to make fun of Eddie for taking over what his father built at Matchroom. Fester, wake the fuck up. You're funded by daddies.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Dude, you have daddies paying your bills.
They own you.
The Fertitas funded the UFC, and now Turkey is funding Zuffa boxing. You didn't put your own money into Zuffa because you don't truly believe in it. But you did buy into Power Slap, which is the most hilarious shit ever. And we all remember the classic promotion you did for that one.
Fight!
You slapped your own wife in public to promote Power Slap? Some call that brilliant marketing, but most of us just call it domestic violence.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's pretty fucking funny, dude. He is going in on him right now, bro. That is pretty funny, man. Yeah, let's.
Hey, woman beater!
Here's another look at everything you need to know about this man's character. He's a douche. He's a wife beater. He's a liar.
This is how I'm labeled now.
And the fact he's currently getting investigated by the FBI at his former job, and his own fighters sued the UFC and won a settlement last year.
All right, I'm gonna stop it there.
For $375 million.
The fact that Oscar De La Hoya, bro, is talking about
getting sued.
Yeah. Exactly. Yo, yeah, no, for sure, bro. Hold on. Let me drop the link. Bro, the fact that is crazy, bro. How nasty is that, dude? Yeah, the fact that Oscar De La Hoya is talking about anybody getting sued by their fighters is absolutely it's comical, bro. Like Oscar, you shouldn't be talking about anybody suing you, bro. Like, or you shouldn't talk about anybody else getting sued by the fighters, bro, because your only flagship fighter is suing you so you can leave. Ryan Garcia, he's done. He's out, bro. He's out of there. Virgil Ortiz, he's suing you, bro. Like, that shit is fucking comical, dude, for him to be talking about anybody else getting sued by the fighters. That is absolutely fucking hysterical. Wow. It's like this guy don't take a look at himself, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Anyways.
For violating the antitrust laws and suppressing UFC fighters' wages. And another suit is actually pending against them too. And now Fester wants to come over boxing to do the same shit.
Fuck that.
Zuffa has been around just long enough for everyone to start telling me their tactics for recruiting. So Dana or a Zuffa representative calls you off the hook basically until you have to block them.
Stop calling me!
And if they do get a hold of you, they ask you what's your number. They ask you what's your number so they can hook you to our horrible contract.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it there, man. Yo, this guy says, okay, they call the fighters and ask what's their number. Like, bro, how's that a bad thing, bro? These guys are trying to get you paid. They want to. It's like, bro, these guys are prize fighters, bro. Like, you know, I've heard, you know, people say, if you're not talking money, you're not talking my language, bro. Like, Zuffa's literally calling these fighters and is like, bro, I'm trying to put some money in your pocket. Come over and fight for us. Like, and see, and that's what I mean by Oscar De La Hoya, bro. He's just hating, bro. It's just fucking a bunch of hypocrisy. It's hatred. And it's nothing more than that, dude. Like, yeah, this guy's fucking, he's full of shit, dude. Oscar is what it is he's feeling the pressure, man. He knows, like, okay, Zuffa's onto something, dude. You know?
Everybody's got his price. They tell you, name your number. Well, guess what? Most fighters don't want to be a number. They want to represent their cultures and their countries with great pride, and they want to fight for all the belts. And
what fighters want, guys, fighters want to make money, bro. He said the link's not working. All right, hold on, bro. Let me try it again. Hold on.
Wasn't Oscar stealing money from his fighters?
Yeah, bro. Fucking remember at a conference, Canelo was like, this fucking guy was stealing money from me. He confronted him. He was like, have you paid Triple G his money? Remember that shit? I don't know if you speak Spanish, bro, but he said in Spanish, he was like, yeah, bro, like, have you paid Triple G his money, asshole?
Yeah, I remember that.
Huh?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So Canelo, he's come out and said that, you know, Oscar De La Hoya is stealing money. And then he said Triple G. And then Juan Manuel Marquez, bro, he's come out and said that this dude, Oscar, he said the same thing about Oscar and Golden Boy Promotions, bro. Like, yeah, he was stealing money from me, bro. Every fighter, like, think about this, bro. Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia, bro, he's come out, or he just left, bro. For some reason, every fighter that Oscar De La Hoya ends up signing, they end up leaving, bro. Like, there's a female fighter named Sinisa Estrada. She left for Top Rank. She was on Golden Boy, left for Top Rank. Jaime Munguia, Canelo Alvarez. Bro, the list goes on, bro. Like, but
what happened to Mark Castro?
That's a good question, bro. I have no clue. You talking about the kid that looks like Elon Musk?
Yes, that guy.
Yeah, I have no clue what happened to that guy, bro.
When I saw that guy like on the prelims like forever, I'm like, what happened to that guy?
Yeah, I thought he was on Matchroom, or was he a Golden Boy fighter? I knew he fought on the zone.
He was on Golden Boy. I'm like, this guy must have signed like a shit deal because I've seen this guy on the prelims like forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that, bro. Elon Musk. It was so fucking crazy, bro. That guy looked just like him. But let's continue.
Glory. I mean, Dana, you swear you're changing the sport, but all that's changing are the fucking channels on Paramount Plus because you guys suck.
Change the channel, Mark.
Oh, wait, you claim that Zuffa debuted at 5 million homes, but when you look at the ratings, you see that was the UFC and Zuffa combined that weekend. With the UFC doing what, 4.8 million homes? That leaves Zuffa boxing to 200,000 homes. Just a little bit more of the fine print that the folks at TKO don't want you to find out. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Everything with them is a fucking lie. They want to ruin boxing history. I mean, for the past 100 years, when you fought for the ring belt, it was always the number 1 guy and the number 2 guy. Now, Joey Obatai is fighting in March for the...
Yo, what? And why does he call him Joy Opataya, bro?
I didn't even notice that.
He called him Joy Opataya. Like my boy SG says, it's not working, bro. I think it's on my end. For Oscar, view worth 300 million. He is one petty motherfucker. Oscar. Oh, I think he said Oscar's net worth 300 million. He was one petty. Wow, bro. Yeah, no, Oscar's balling, bro. Oscar. I know for sure he's got money. Yeah, he's got money, and for him to be stealing from fighters, bro, like you guys have to understand, man. This guy has a drug habit, bro. Like, you know, when you have a heavy coke habit, you know, when you have a powder habit, you're gonna be doing shady shit to continue getting high. But let's finish up and see what he's got to say.
The Zuffa world title belt and the ring belt against Brandon Glanton, who is number 15 in the world.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Okay,
Oh,
you're hearing
bro. Okay,
it here first. The ring brand is officially dead with in the world.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Title belt and the ring belt against Brandon Glanton, who is number 15 in the world.
Okay, dude. And here's some more hypocrisy from this guy, Oscar, bro. This guy wants to talk about Jao Pataya's competition, right? Saying, "Oh, who is Brandon Glanton? Who the fuck is this guy? He's fighting nobody's." Bro, the only reason why Jao Pataya is fighting Brandon Glanton is because you won't let him fight your fighter, Zurdo Ramirez, who has the other 2 belts in the division. So the only reason, and so, dude, the oxymoron and the ironic, just everything about this situation that Oscar is speaking of, it's so fucking hilarious, dude. Like this guy, he wants to talk about Jao Pataya's opposition, Brandon Glanton, when, bro, he's only fighting this guy because you are protecting your fighter from Jao Pataya. That's the only reason why he's fighting this guy. If Oscar De La Hoya didn't protect his fighters and didn't have him in the protection, the PC protected custody program, bro, Jai is supposed to be fighting Zurdo for damn near undisputed, bro. Yeah, dude, to collect the rest of the belts, like. So that's pretty fucking funny, dude. That's this dude Oscar De La Hoya is
Are you high on Jai?
I like Jai. Yeah, I do. I like Jai. What about you?
Well, describe on like you like him. Like
You said to like describe why I like him.
you like to watch him box? I mean, you like to
Yeah,
watch him or his
yeah,
fight style?
yeah. Yes, because okay, for one, dude, because Jai, right? For the fact that that's a big dude, bro. But the way he fucking moves in there, the way he fights, bro, it's like he's like he's a little guy, bro. So he can move really, bro. Like this guy can hit really fucking hard. He's just and dude, not only that, bro. Like he fights, right? He's the IBF champion, right? And if you know anything about the sanctioning bodies, the IBF, they're not like the WBC, bro. Like if you're next in line, you're next in line. You'll get your shot at the champion. And so that's who Jao Patai has been fighting, bro, because he's literally a boogeyman. Nobody else wants any parts of this guy. So he's been knocking out all these mandatories from the IBF. And bro, the way he puts these guys out, bro, his last fight, I think he snapped the guy's neck in half, bro. And that's what I'm here for, dude. Like the IBF is gonna end up getting a man killed, but everybody's getting their fair title shot, bro. But Jao Patai, bro, he's fucking dangerous.
Who was his last fight?
When was it?
Who was?
It was some mandatory from the fucking IBF, bro. That's
Who
what I'm
was
saying.
it? Who was
Hold
it
on.
though? Don't
Hold on.
look
Let me
it up.
look it up.
Yeah, you gotta look it up.
Yeah.
That's the thing, bro. Was it a bum? Was it a cam, bro?
But it was a mandatory, bro. That's what it was.
It was a fucking bum.
Let's see here, bro. Jao Patai.
I'm not high on Jai.
Let me see. Bro, but I'm telling you, the only reason. Yeah, see, dude, I can't even say this guy's name, bro, but he knocked him out in 3 rounds, bro.
Does it say he has 5 losses?
Let me see here. Apochi. His name is F.A. Atobor Apochi. He had 3 losses.
Nah, bro. Knocked out a can.
Yeah, bro, but like I said, the only reason why he's fighting these cans is because the somebodies in that division, bro, they don't. Oh wait, this ain't right. Oh, it does say he's got 5. This ain't right, bro. This is somebody else's account. This guy's undefeated. What the hell's going on here? And this ain't even his
You there?
This is not even his. Oh, there we go. Now I fixed it. All right. Yeah. See, I remember the David Nakia fight. So yeah, his last fight was this guy, Hoswin Sinkara. Bro, I mean, he was undefeated when he fought Jai. You know? But
I see Jai as another like background.
Nah, bro, he's way better than Bakram.
People are hyping up backroom. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I'm not high on this dude. And then he lost to Josh Kelly. I'm like, see, bro.
Hey, but if we're being honest about that fight, dude, BYU.
What's up?
SG says, SG says he's 0-5 versus me, bro. Man, fucking dangerous about the nah, bro. But if we're okay, did you watch that Josh Kelly fight, bro, versus Bagram?
Yeah.
You did watch it? Okay. If you notice, dude, there was a knockdown in that fight that they did not count, bro. Fucking if you remember towards like the later rounds, championship rounds, what's his name? Fuck, what's that guy's name, man? Bagram, bro. He punched the guy flat in the stomach, dude. He landed a body punch and he dropped Josh Kelly. And bro, I swear the referee did not count it. He was like, no, that didn't count. I'm like, bro, if they'd have counted that knockdown, Bagram will still be he's still the IBF champion right now.
Yeah, but then who would have beat? That was a close fight, and then Bagram won. Who would have beat him if that fight was that close? Does that make sense?
Hold on, say it again.
That fight was close.
Yeah.
And then if Bagram did win, who would have made it easier?
Who would have beat him if he would have beat Josh Kelly?
Yeah.
Dude, after seeing him fight, bro, he's not as dangerous as everybody thought just because he made easy work of Tim Tszyu. I could see Virgil beating him. I could also see
Boots.
Yeah, I could also see Boots beating him too, man. Hell, I would even go as far as to say maybe even Sebastian Fundora, bro.
I think like I never saw Tim Tszyu as like a threat. Like he was always flat-footed and like.
Yeah. Yep. That is true, man. Like that is true, but Tim Tszyu, he has some good wins on his resume, bro. Tony Harrison.
Speaking about Tim Tszyu, apparently he's gonna fight Spence. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. I like that fight, bro. How do you have it?
Did you hear my mom?
Yeah, that was your mom?
Yeah. I got Spence in that fight. I think I see that as a tune-up for Spence.
Really? Even though he hasn't fought in 3 years, bro, and he's been very inactive and he's been drinking fucking martinis on a yacht somewhere?
Yeah. Like I said, like Tim's like very flat-footed. His punch selection is like very like bad.
But dude, here's the thing. Tim Tszyu has been a lot more active than Errol Spence, bro. He's been a lot more active. Like Tim Tszyu has been able to. He took his L. He took his loss. Right? Okay, do you remember, dude, in that fight versus Bagram, right? His very first fight back after losing to Sebastian Fundora? And
yes.
Remember when it was in the first round, bro, and right away there was some type of contact between Bakram's head and Tim Tszyu's, and right away
he starts touching his head.
Yes, do you remember that?
Yeah, he pokes his head and then he checks if he's bleeding.
Yes. So for me, that after going through such a what's the word I'm looking for? After going through such a awful, just a shitty situation like that one, right? You have to face your fears and get back into the ring, dude. And I feel like Tim Tszyu already did that. Tim Tszyu did that already. You know what I'm saying? Like he went through his first loss, and he hurried up, and he didn't dwell on it, bro. He fought his fears and got back into the ring. Now, and then he loses again, right? But then he gets a a win over some can. I remember, what was his name? Joey Spencer. He beats this guy named Joey Spencer. And then he loses again to Sebastian. But then he beats another guy named Velasquez. Now, this guy, Tszyu, he's fought his fear. He's got back in the ring. He lost. He won. He lost. He's a lot more acclimated, bro, to the sport versus Errol Spence. We don't know how he's gonna look in there, bro. Like he still hasn't fought. Like, dude, that was a fucking massacre. You know what I'm saying?
You might want to also take note that Tim has like a weak chin. Like he got dropped by Terrell Goucher. I'm like,
I do remember that. It was like a flush knockdown though, because he got up and won the fight. It's like you said, BYU, bro. He doesn't have the best feet, bro. So it's gonna be a lot easier to knock a guy like Tim Tszyu down. You know, he's kind of flat-footed. But
wasn't like Charlo also gone for like Jamal Charlo gone for like 2 years, and then he came back. You didn't look that bad when he fought Cornflake.
oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, but bro, dude, Charlo never got his ass whooped like Earl Spence did, bro.
No, you're right.
You know, I'd imagine, bro, an ass whooping like the one that Earl Spence took, bro. You literally, dude. I bet how much one he has nightmares of that, bro. You know
That's messed up.
Dude, that's just real life, bro. Like, and that's whooping like that, bro. You probably wake up like, oh fuck, like sweating, bro. Like,
I mean, like,
fuck.
I just did laugh, but PTSD ain't funny.
That's what I'm saying, dude. PTSD is not a fucking game. It's not a joke, bro. Yeah, it is not a joke, bro. Like, that's some real shit. And so I think that, and that's why I say that it's good that Tim Tszyu, bro, after taking ass whoopings like the ones that he did to Fandora and Bakram, the best thing that he did, bro, was not dwell on it, bro. He got right back in the ring and fought his fears, got his confidence back by beating up a couple cans. And so he's more acclimated, and he's better going in than a Earl Spence, bro, because this is going to be Earl Spence's first time facing those fears that Tim Tszyu has already faced. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. But, and here's another crazy thing about it, bro. You know that this fight is going to take place in Australia?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro. This fight's going to be in Australia, dude. Dude, had you told me 5-6 years ago, or had they told Errol Spence 5-6 years ago, oh, you're going to go fight Tim Tszyu in Australia? Bro, they probably would have laughed. You know, all the PBC boys, all those guys over there, they would have fucking laughed, bro. Like, yeah, okay, bro. Like, me go to Australia to fight Tim Tszyu? No, that motherfucker needs to come here and fight me. You know what I mean? It's funny how the tables have turned, bro. That reminds me, bro. That reminds me of something else I wanted to talk about. What's this fucking guy's name, man? Jermell Charlo. Tremel Charlo on Cigar Top. Here we go.
If Crawford didn't retire, who'd you want? Who'd you want to him fight?
Oh, that's a good one, bro. If Crawford didn't retire, I would like probably anybody at 168, bro, would have been a good fight for me. Like Christian and Billy. I would like to see him fight Christian and Billy. What about you?
I wanted him to fight Jermell Charlo, but he's been like MIA.
Yeah. That reminds me, bro. Let me play one of these real quick.
I have wrote Eddie Hearns. Hello, Eddie. Please answer my DMs if you see this message.
He gonna see it.
I want you to.
Now, right away, bro. Do you remember how these guys would act towards? Bud Crawford and Eddie Hearn. Salute to Ryan Anthony. The chat says a Haney versus Shakur, great fight at 147. Oh, bro. BYU, bro. How do you feel about that fight?
I think it's a great fight, but you don't, right?
Dude, I don't really care to watch those guys fight, bro. But you know what, though? It needs to happen, dude. It needs to happen.
I think it's a chess match, but you said a while ago it's you don't like that fight style.
Yeah, you know what, dude? I could really care less about those styles. Ryan Anthony sub, salute, bro. I appreciate that, man. But these fights need to happen, bro. You know, these fights need to happen because is Ryan Garcia gonna fight everybody, bro? Like I feel like,
bro, fuck Ryan. What do you like Ryan?
I mean, dude. Okay, Ryan Garcia, dude. Ryan Garcia has fought out of the four guys that came up together between Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson. Out of these four, bro, how come Ryan gets to fight all these guys and these guys don't have to fight each other? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, Ryan Anthony has a good point, bro. Like, these guys should just fight. You know? These guys need to just fight, bro. Like, how come Ryan Garcia gets all the paychecks, bro? Like, he's gotten the Devin Haney paycheck. He's gotten the Tank Davis paycheck. And now Shakur wants to fight him. Like, yeah, man, these fights need to happen, bro. Like, should Devin Haney versus
the Ryan versus Shakur fight has not happened, but
that's looking like it's looking like that's the fight that Shakur Stevenson, that's the fight he wants, bro. You know? And because he's got the backing from Turki Al-Sheikh, you know what I mean? It's like a kid in a candy store and Turkey's his daddy, bro. He's like, you could buy whatever you want, son. What do you want? You know?
Shakur was talking to Stephen A. Smith, and he said, Stephen A. asked him, who do you want, Ryan or Devin? He said, either one.
Oh, yeah. What did Stephen A. say?
I think he said, I think Stephen A. wanted Ryan because I'm not sure. Yes, I'll tag you in that video. Actually, I can tag you
right here, bro. This is why everybody wants to fight Ryan, bro. Right here, Ryan Anthony said it. Ryan Garcia has more followers, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't like Stephen A. Smith either.
Yeah,
Ryan Anthony.
I think
Stephen
I
A.
think
is Stephen A. pisses me off. Like,
you know what though, man? Yeah, but at the same time, okay, when Stephen A. decides to talk about boxing, bro, we're doing something right or boxing's doing something right to get back in that mainstream media, you know?
I mean, Max
You know you
Kellerman
do.
pisses me off too, and that guy's like
Yeah,
with Stephen A. too.
yeah. Max Kellerman he's a good fucking ass sucker. He could kiss some good ass. Brown noser, good one. Yeah. See, Ryan Anthony says Stephen A. Smith knows nothing about boxing, but they also, bro, and that's something I wanted to talk to you guys about, bro. They have a whole football player on the Ring magazine. What's his name, bro? McGrady, bro. They have a fucking football player doing like commentating and doing analyzing for the Ring magazine. And then they also have this guy, Malik Scott, bro. Like they're treating the Ring magazine is treating Malik Scott like he's like this super high level IQ trainer, bro. Like they got him breaking down the fights and shit. I mean, it's all about who you know, man. And one thing about Stephen A. Smith is
that talking about LaShawn McCoy?
Huh?
Are you talking about LaShawn McCoy?
Yes. I think so. Is that him?
Yes.
Have you seen him breaking down like he was talking about I seen him talking about Deontay Wilder, bro, and they were talking about how all the excuses that Deontay Wilder made about losing to Tyson Fury, and one of the excuses were, do you remember when when Deontay Wilder said that his costume was too heavy and that his legs were gone from under him?
I don't even want to talk about Wilder, bro.
Well, anyways, this guy, the fucking the guy you're talking about, bro, the football player, he was like, "Oh, I never heard him say that. I never heard Wilder say that." Well, it's like, yeah, bro, because you don't fucking cover boxing, bro. Like, why is this guy up there? You know what I mean? Dude, get Roy Jones Jr. up there. Fuck, hell, man. I can name some guys in the YTBC would be better up there than like you said, McCrory, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? Like, how does this even happen? But like I said, bro, it's all about who you know, man. It's all about who you know. Man, but how the mighty have fallen, bro. Listen to this guy beg Eddie Hearn for a fucking fight.
I have wrote Eddie Hearns. Hello, Eddie. Please answer my DMs if you see this.
You hear that, bro? How the mighty have fallen. Remember this guy used to be so fucking confident, bro. You'd be popping his neck. Remember he would tell Terrence Crawford, "Oh, you're on the wrong side of the street. Humble yourself." Ryan Anthony says Charlo wants boots. Bro, Charlo will take anything right now. Charlo will fight anything and anybody because his Canelo Alvarez bag, he spent it all up, man. He spent it all up.
This message.
He gonna see it.
I want you to set up something between me and your best fighter, Boots. I'll fight your boogeyman.
Yeah.
Give me your boogeyman. Treat me right because you know I'm gonna bring your crowd. You want me to go to the UK? See me in Jack.
Yeah.
See me, you know you gotta get it right. It's the last time I spoke to Eddie Hearns. Don't outprice yourself, bro. I couldn't even get a chance. Let me price myself.
And there's some truth to that. That's some truth to that, guys, because look, if this guy was serious, You know, I guarantee you this guy wants a minimum of like $7 to $10 million, dude. I'm not sure the exact asking prices, but I'm pretty sure this guy wants something fucking crazy like 7 to 10 mil. And bro, honestly, after that performance that Charlo put on versus Canelo, after his inactivity, bro, this guy's not worth no 10 million, bro. Like, he's not a hot commodity, bro. Oh, here's a good one, bro. That's a good topic. Ryan Anthony says, Conor Benn wants Shakur next. Bro, I don't know how true this is, but I heard that Conor Benn went to Zuffa. You guys hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Well, how do you feel about that Conor Benn versus Shakur fight?
Can you repeat that? Because I was looking up. I was looking that up. Oh yeah, he did.
He did go to Zuffa?
Yeah, it says Zuffa boxing signs British star Conor Benn.
Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. Yeah, Zuffa got a new belt. Let's look that up, bro. Let's check out the Zuffa belt. Let's see if we can go to the images. Okay, this is it. Zuffa belt. Here it is. What do you think, man?
I mean, it's all right.
It's all right. It's all right. I mean, yeah, it's cool. I could dig it. What would you give it, bro, from like 1 to 10? It looks like a WWE belt. Yeah, huh? A little bit. It does, bro. It looks like the Intercontinental Championship, bro. I like it. I can fuck with it, man. It was a Zuffa takeover, bro. Fuck yeah. But dude, hold on, man. I gotta look this up myself. Conor Benn. Yo, Dana White announces signing of Conor Benn to Zuffa, bro. Oh, yo, wasn't Zuffa signs British star Conor Benn as promotion adds to his stable of fighters? Bro, this is big time. Yo, this is big time, bro. BYU, what do you think about that, bro?
I mean, not much.
Yo, what? Yo, wasn't Conor Benn signed with fucking Matchroom? What the hell happened to that?
I don't understand how Zuffa works. I thought Conor Benn was in a fight, Shakur. So are they gonna fight? Where are they gonna fight?
That's a good. I guess I don't know, man. I don't know how that's gonna work, dude. But this is exciting stuff. You know what's funny, man? The funniest shit is Oscar De La Hoya on his ass crack fucking Thursdays. He was just talking about how how Dana White and Zuffa and TK was a failed experiment. But bro, they just signed a bigger name. Dude, Conor Ben is a bigger name than Virgil Ortiz, bro. Easy. The only name that Oscar has that's on the level of a Conor Ben or might be bigger is fucking Ryan Garcia, bro. That's fact. And Oscar De La Hoya is about ready to leave Ryan Garcia is about ready to leave Oscar De La Hoya, bro. Yo, that is fucking nuts, dude. This is big time, bro.
Copyright, bro.
Oh, shit. You're right. Says here, Zuffa Boxing signs British star Conor Ben as promotion adds to a stable of fighters. Zuffa Boxing continued making headlines on Friday as Dana White announced signing of British star Conor Ben, bro. Ben, 24 wins, 1 loss, 14 KOs, a 29-year-old native of Essex, England, follows cruiserweight star champion Jao Pataya as the latest big-name signing for the upstart promotion, which debuted its first of 3 cards over the last month of January. Bro, I just thought about that, dude. They just had 3 cards back-to-back in a month, bro, while fucking Oscar De La Hoya is just started. They're just about to do their first card tomorrow. Ryan says, who did Conor lose to? He lost to Chris Eubank in the first fight, bro. He lost to Chris Eubank. But let me keep reading. Conor Ben is an absolute beast and superstar, White said. He shows up every time and destroys people, and now some of the best fighters in the world are calling him out. He's ready for a world title next, and I can't wait to see him compete in Zuffa Boxing. He's going to be a huge addition on a growing stable of very talented boxers. That's awesome, bro. No contract details were announced as part of the deal. The son, Nigel Ben, a former 2-division champion and 2026 inductee in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. The younger Ben is fresh off a resounding victory at middleweight over family rival Chris Eubank Jr. in a rematch of their 2025 fight of the year that served as Ben's lone pro defeat. The flashy and confident Ben has spent the majority of his career at welterweight and plans to return to 147 pounds in the future to search for big fights. In January, Ben entered the ring in New York following Shakur Stevenson's 140 title win over Teofimo Lopez to hide future meeting between the two. I'm filled with excitement and hunger for what's ahead with Zuffa Boxing, Ben said. I want legacy fights, biggest fights in the biggest stages. I fear no man at any weight, and I'm ready to give the fans the fights they've all been calling for. I'm in my prime, and together we have bold, ambitious plans. Ben was initially scheduled to face Eubank, the son, Hall of Fame Chris Eubank Jr., who took part in 2 legendary British fights with Ben's father in 2022 until a failed drug test and subsequent suspension for Ben delayed the legacy fight. But despite giving up a ton of size throughout their 2-fight series, both of which took place in front of a sellout crowds at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, Ben proved to be the bigger puncher and aggressor. That's awesome, bro. And this is a post on X, the app formerly known as Twitter, from Connor Ben. Reads, and I quote, "First and foremost, I want to thank Eddie." Oh, bro. Dude, that's what I'm saying. I thought he was signed with Matchroom, bro. He left. Dude, you know what? That is big time, bro. First and foremost, I want to thank Eddie and the entire team at Matchroom for everything they've done for me over the past decade, from guiding me when I first turned pro to headlining stadium shows. They were not only with me for those highlight moments, but stood shoulder to oh man. Yeah, I have to say this, man. Like, bro. Yo, BYU, wasn't Eddie Hearn just talking shit about fucking Zufa and bro, oh, bro, this is big time, dude. He really just took one of yo. Dana White was just like, yo, this is like punching babies. He goes, I came in here and it's been so easy, bro. It's been like punching babies, bro. Like, and now he takes one of Eddie Hearn's flagship fighters, bro. What do you think about that, BYU?
I want to answer Ryan Anthony. He said,
oh, what? Which one?
He said, well, both of his questions. He said, Connor fought how many great fighters? I think the only good person he fought was Chris Algieri.
Chris Algieri, bro, and Chris Eubank, bro, that's his best win. I mean, he moved all the way up to 160 to beat Chris Eubank. Chris Algieri, you know what, dude? That's worth the Google. Let's see here.
And he asked Connor versus Haney. I got Haney.
Yeah, I think so, bro. I think so. Let's see here. We're talking about Connor Ben. Box rec time. Okay, so he's got Pete Dobson, Chris Van Heerden, Chris Algieri, Samuel Vargas. Yeah, bro. I mean, his resume is real thin. There is really not much to be impressed about on this resume. Yeah, no, there is nothing to be impressed about, really. Like you said, Chris Algieri. I recognize that name, Chris Van Heerden, Pete Dobson, Chris Eubank Jr. Yeah, bro, like he's really fought nobody. I would say his best win, bro, is fucking Chris Eubank. Yeah, he's fought in the USA before, bro. He fought Peter Dobson in the US.
And I think Chris Eubank, he had a close fight with Avani Yildirim, bro.
Oh, Yildirim that got knocked out in like a round by Canelo?
No, the fourth round.
Was it in the fourth round?
Yeah.
And he went. Well, you got to remember, man, Chris Eubank, he's not a world-class fighter, bro. He's really not. He's never had a world champion. He I think he's held the IBO strap, but I mean, you know, and for him, for that to be his best win, bro, Chris Eubank, it's Ryan Anthony says, "How is Connor's resume, bro? It's fucking his resume is subpar, bro. It's subpar,
Bro. It's us. Just be.
Yeah, man, it's ass. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens now with Eubank signing the fucking. I'm sorry, not Eubank, but Connor Ben signing with Zuffa. We'll see what happens, man. Maybe they do bring. Obviously, they're bringing the big names, bro. Because I mean, think about this, dude. With names like Connor Ben, right? That's obviously the biggest name they signed. Names like, yeah, they might bring fucking, and you know, Shakur might fight on Zuffa because, dude, Shakur is that's Turkey's boy right there. You know, if Turkey's like, hey, I need you to fight on Zuffa, like all the favors that I'm telling you, man, Zuffa's gonna take over, bro. All the favors that Turkey's done for this guy, for Shakur Stevenson, bro, you know, Shakur better be like, yeah, I got you, Turkey, I got you, daddy, you know. But yeah, man, this shit is it. With names like Connor Ben, names like Jairo Pataya, bro, names like Andy Ruiz, that's a pretty big fucking name, dude. And I know, you know, you guys, you know, you got Rayo Valenzuela over there now, F.A. Ajagua, Charles Martin. Dude, now that they signed Connor Ben, hey, dude, I can't wait to hear from Eddie Hearn, bro. I cannot wait to hear from Eddie Hearn. BYU, what do you think Eddie Hearn's gonna say to this, bro? Like, that was one of his fucking stars over there on Matchroom, bro. And Dana White snatched him right up under him, bro. Like, damn.
I mean, Eddie has some class, so he'll probably like take it on the chin. But if it was Oscar, he would have been like salty as hell.
Yeah.
So if it was like Virgil, it would have been more funny.
Oh, dude, and you know what? And I think don't be surprised, dude. Don't be surprised. If Virgil right after this whole lawsuit is over, don't be surprised because Robert Garcia, he's been taking a lot of his fighters over there, dude. You know, he's been taking a lot of his fighters over there. So if he takes Virgil over there, I would not be surprised. And dude, that would be comical, dude. That would be fucking comical. But this guy says, bro, I don't know why everybody's so obsessed with this fight, bro. The fucking boxing community is obsessed with this fight. I don't see what the big deal is, to be real. Neither guy has a belt. BYU, what do you think, man?
I mean, the community is upset because it's going to be like it's 50-50.
Yeah, bro, but none of them have a belt, bro. Like, let these guys, like, I would, in a perfect world, I would like to see Virgil Ortiz take Sebastian Fendora's belt and then have Boots take Ryan Kelly's belt, and then they meet up not undisputed, but to unify. You know,
Rolly versus Haney. Come on, Ryan Anthony. Like, are you joking about that one or?
Yeah, bro. Who the hell wants to watch that, bro? That's a trash fight, bro. No bueno. I would rather much see Rolly fight a Rolly versus what's his name? Yeah, that's true, man. He's got a good point. Rolly's got a belt, bro.
I got Debo dead for that one, though.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, Debo. I don't like that name for him, bro. I like the dream for Devin Haney. Like Debo's not a good name for Devin, bro. Like he doesn't go in there. He doesn't get knockouts, bro. He does the, you know what I mean? He gets the The
Are you okay with the monster for David?
For David? Yeah, I mean it suits him better. It suits him better than if it's oh dude, no, nobody's trying to watch that again, bro. Ryan Anthony. That shit was fuck. You know what though? Oh, bro, that shit was so fucking trash. Like, besides that knockdown, nothing really happened in that fight. But yeah, guys, bro, I've been going at it for 2 hours, bro. I haven't eaten. I gotta go get some grub, bro. I'm about to shut it down, but thanks for coming out, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. It's been your boy
All right.
O-Dog Boxing. I'm out.